Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
Morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Yeah, look at you. Look at you, Aurora. I know what you're thinking at this very moment. You're thinking, we woke up feeling good. We're blessed. We're motivated. We got all of our fingers and toes. You might have had some breakfast. You may not have yet. If you did not, get ready to get your fill on the news. Word up. Once again, we got a part 2 today. We got down yesterday in the studio, actually. It was really cool. So we thought what we'd do is we'd run it back. You know what I'm saying? And we've got our friend on the show once again, Bob Lockwood. What's up, baby? What's the deal?
Thank you for bringing me back.
Cool,
Thanks for letting me be part of the news, and like always, right?
No doubt. We got a lot of things to talk about today. We got more small business to talk about. Good morning. If you're just tuning in, Jen Mendoza is here. Moms for Moms Vendors Events. What is up with you? Good morning, everybody tuning in. Casildo, Casey Cuevas, good morning, brother. Good morning. Buenos dias to you. It's 8:04 a.m. Before we got topics today. We got some live music in Oswego to talk about. We got diversion programs in Kane County. We also got a skinny park, and we'll be breaking down to talk about. But before we get into it, let us let you know who we are. We are Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. We are here to build community, support small business, and give you guys the news. The news is an ongoing thing, and we are here to connect you with best information possible local level. So first things before we get into the next thing, who are you? Where are you from?
Lockwood. I'm from Oswego and here in Aurora.
But you were actually born in Michigan. Is that correct, Bob?
That is correct. I was
the files here.
There's a reason I'm under the hot lights, I was born in Michigan, so I'm a Michigander.
Okay.
And Pontiac, Michigan, shout out.
Pontiac, all right.
And that unfortunately that city is really decayed. Unfortunately, that's sad. That's a sad story. But
one of the great American manufacturing towns that is since not what it used to be in its heyday.
It's falling apart like my kids before bed.
Right.
So, so then I moved around a little bit, and then eventually my mom had some opportunities.
Cool.
We've been here since I was like,
wow.
So, 2 minutes.
You ever go back to Michigan?
Yep, I go back. Not as much as I'd like to go back.
Okay.
I've got one brother.
All right.
So he lives in Cadillac.
Good morning. If you're just tuning in, Dan Barrero's here. Good morning, my man. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. So we talked a little bit, or rather, we talked a lot of it yesterday about small business. I did want to talk about economic development while I got you on the show today.
Okay.
So for those of you who are listening and tuning in and informed, because you watch and listen to this show, you will know that there is a new apartment building complex coming on Broadway. It's going to be next to Jake's Bagel, in between the space of Jake's Bagel and River Edge Park, I believe.
Yeah. There's like a parking lot right now.
Yeah. Great plan, which will add housing and make the city look better, right? What's your thoughts and opinions?
Anytime you can upgrade the downtown, that's a good thing. A few friends that's made some comments. They're like, "Oh, that's 20 years too late," but
right.
Better late than never, right?
Right.
And that's the thing I talked about. Investors are investing.
Morning, Emily.
Investors are investing. We got a new bridge. We got new parks, new stuff. All sorts of new things
that
are going on. So that's something that a lot more smarter people than you and I are doing.
Right, and again, as long as we get the economic development aspect of it, I think, is the primary thing to look at here. If everybody concurs that we want the city to prosper, bloom, well, one of the ways you do that is allowing the working class folks to and from, moving from the city, coming to the city, going to it, in and out. That's going to be huge to bring revenue in, and people, the travelers in, and they can live there, living right across from River Edge. It's hip,
Yeah, live, work, play. That's the
exactly.
the model.
That's what's on the
right.
That's on the thing right now at City Hall. Bob, that was a good one. I like that.
That's what you want. You're right, and I mean,
in the words of Mayor Irvin.
How do I know?
Yeah, man. You got a button for that.
I like that. Pushing his buttons.
Right.
No, but the other thing, even a little bit outside of the city, look at that development company that's rebuilding Rush Copley. That's been an eyesore for
a long time,
20 plus years.
Right.
I mean, maybe even longer, and that's being redeveloped.
Right.
So again, when investors are willing to drop millions of dollars, that should signal other investors.
Right.
Money just attracts money.
All right. Quick local news for you guys. Local topics. Let's get into it. Our friends of the League of Women Voters, they're holding a garage sale this Thursday and Friday. The garage sale is a great fundraising event. The funds help support Get Out the Vote activities, including voter registration. The address, 2091 Schoolhouse Lane in Aurora from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. For questions or more information, you can give a call to 630-383-9353. That number again is 630-383-9353. There's a whole lot of threes in there. Crazy. That was a 3 heavy number. All right. Shout out to our friends of the League of Women Voters here in Aurora. Okay, don't forget, calling all parents and kids. Fun and school supplies are going to be available on Friday, August 13th at Greenfield Park in Aurora. Alderman at Large Sherman Jenkins and the AAMOU, African American Men of Unity, are hosting their 13th annual event. 13 years they've been doing this. Shouts out. The event's open to the public, drive-through, and on a first-come, first-served basis. Shouts out to great community partners and public servants. Spread the word. Also, Aurora Downtown, once again, hosting Wednesdays at the Plaza. Free summer concert series at Millennium Plaza Gazebo. That's at 21 South Soap Avenue in downtown Aurora. Now, if you're like me, where this local stuff and the numbers of the addresses, you're kind of like, it's the great gazebo that's in between Altiro and Big Boss Barbershop, because there's some apartment building there. I don't know the name of it. So come on out for the free series, and it's going until August 11th. All concerts are from 7 to 9 p.m., and Harvey's Firebox is going to be there on the 11th. And the next one coming up here on the 4th, so tomorrow, is The Heavy Lifting. That's the name of the band, The Heavy Lifting. It does sound heavy. What the word? All right. Daniel Perez is here. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning. You get them pictures I sent you, my man. Daniel is the young man who is behind Happy Thoughts Suicide Outreach of Illinois. Shouts out to Daniel. He was on the show, and that episode is live on your favorite podcast platform. And Cindy Morales, what is up to you? All y'all. Jen Ingram, Greg Ellsbury, all of our people.
Sounds like, you're getting everybody.
All of our people, man. All
it's
our
Tuesday.
people are here. Yeah,
People show up on Tuesdays.
They do, yeah, right.
Mondays, dicey. Tuesdays, guaranteed.
Well, the thing, because you're starting to get, you're waking up in the week, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Monday, you're going to pull that extra 8 o'clock, I'm going to do 8:10,
Yeah.
Shame on you if you're not tuning into the second largest daily news podcast. But that's another story. Okay, so let's get into our very first topic of the day. So this is it's news, but it's also a topic, because I think what this will do is kind of foster the continued spirit of what we want to see in our shared community. Now, by shared community, I'm including other cities that are not Aurora. But in this one, our neighbors in Oswego, they count.
Okay.
Vet Fest is expected to bring live music to Oswego stages for 4 nights in August. Live music will fill the air when Oswego holds an inaugural music fundraiser for veterans at the Oswego Entertainment Venue, Vet Fest 2021. It'll be 4 nights of bands, and it'll be held August 26th through the 29th at the newly built stage located at 1010 Station Drive. The Oswego Village Board in 2019 accepted a donation of land for a future outdoor entertainment venue and park at the site. Oswego business owner Kevin Fialco offered to donate to the village approximately 3 acres off of Orchard Road to the west of the former park and ride lot. Local officials had envisioned a place where people could gather for community performances by high school bands, theater groups, or events for charitable fundraisers. I like that.
That's pretty cool. I mean, if you're not, that's right there off of Orchard, so that's kind of in that area,
right?
Restaurant.
You like live music?
I do. I don't. I'm to bed early, so I'm usually to bed early, but I do like live music. If it's before like 4:00.
Okay. You like your matinee kind of thing, senior citizen time. Is that it?
Exactly. As I get older, I realize I'm like, you know what? This senior citizen thing is not a bad thing. Having
no, it's not.
Like 5 o'clock.
I'm that guy now. I'm still young and hip, but like I'm that dude. If I'm out anywhere at 8 p.m., I'm yawning. I don't care how fun the party is. Like, Curtis, you tired? Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So one of the things that I do like about it, so the link to this article, which is great, is in the chat for you guys to read at your leisure. So please check it out. I like this because I like the fact that an event promoting vets will be live for people to take part in outside. I'm glad to see that the city of Oswego is starting to have, it seems like, more outdoor attractions. Oswego was not really a place in my mind that I remembered as not even a hub, but a place where one could expect good outdoor entertainment. Or am I wrong?
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, because Oswego, it's a small town. I mean, it's not like not at Aurora, right? Aurora is the hub, but Oswego has a few attractions. They do, but you're right. It's growing. They got the skate park now.
Right.
They got actually 2, one outside and one indoors. They've got different entertainment venues and things of that nature, like bounce houses and
right.
But again, it's a smaller town. So
yeah, so you're not going to have the big, nor does it have the history like Aurora does, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, it's got history, but
well, yeah, it has its own history. Yeah, not to diminish.
But yeah, it's a different type of history.
Right.
Type of thing.
All right. So good morning to Aisha Saxon, Anna Sierra, Maria Torito. Oh my gosh, look at all of you guys. So many of y'all. I mean, it's too many. Ben Geller, GAMS, the Great American Morning Show. That is right. We are here. We are blessed. The time is now 8:16 a.m. You're listening to Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And Cheryl Brownell, good morning to you as well. Okay, we're back here with our friend Bob Lockwood, local businessman, cool dude, all that other kind of cool stuff. He has a affinity for the small business community.
I do.
Now, the next topic that we got to talk about, you guys, I saw this in the news, and I thought this was something good to bring up and speak on, because, as you know, those of you who like to see positive change take place, saw this, and I want to give a shout out. The Kane County Diversion Program promoting services instead of charges for low-level crimes. Recently, at the Geneva Public Library, retired Seattle Police Chief Jim Pugel Elgin Police Sergeant Tony Regano, and Naja Morris Fraser all came together to talk about the pre-arrest diversion pilot program during a community forum. Now listen to this. Instead of taking someone to jail or charging them with a low-level crime, some Kane County police will have the option to connect people to social services, like a drug treatment center, a mental health provider, or a homeless shelter through a pilot program. Starting in the Kane County Sheriff's Office and Elgin Police Department, the pre-arrest diversion program aims to arrest fewer people, reduce recidivism, and address the root cause of the criminal activity by helping people receive services. Officials sponsoring the program hope to expand it to other Kane County communities. The program is modeled after Seattle's LEAD, Law Enforcement Assisted Diversion Program. It was a part of the campaign that State's Attorney Jamie Mosser ran on. Currently, 60 cities across the U.S. are following the program, and Elgin Police Sergeant Tony Regano said the pilot program will begin in Kane County in the next 2 weeks. What do you? I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. That's a word up.
That's the kind of
Super word.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of creativity, innovation. You know, you see that in a lot of small businesses and entrepreneurs. They come up with different concepts and ideas.
Right.
Some work, some don't. But I really like that too. Like I mean, it makes sense. You know, if you're an addict and you're just trying to get your next fix,
Right.
you know, maybe you need help to get off the drug. Stuff like
Exactly.
that. You
Yeah.
know,
I mean,
versus,
as you know,
trying to.
what's gonna be a better benefit to society? Having this person struggling with meth get treatment, or sending them up the river for 72 months?
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of people say, well, when you go to jail, you just learn how to do other criminal activities. So, yeah, I think if you can get them off meth
Right.
or whatever the drug is and get into, you know, get a job, you know, I mean,
Yep.
if you, it's
Benefit
we
after
say,
benefit.
we say it's so simple, but it's, if you get a job, just keep a clean life for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
things will go kind of your way. I mean, yes, bad things happen all,
Right.
you know. You just have to
Now
do that stuff.
we did have the opportunity to interview Jamie Mosser. We interviewed
Right, that
Jamie
was-
Mosser like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Lots of great ideas and ways to help the community.
And that's the kind of leadership I think we need is new ideas, fluent ideas. I do remember you interviewing her.
That was a great interview, actually.
was.
That was a really, really.
I think that was one of your top interviews.
Yes, it was actually. Dora is here. Good morning, Dora. Good morning, Dora. Time is 8:20 a.m. If you're just tuning in, good to see all of you wonderful people this morning. Glad to see so many of our listeners, our fans, our subscribers. Don't forget, subscribe to the show on YouTube and Spotify. If you're not subscribed to the show yet, what the heck is wrong with you? Go to YouTube. I know you got, because I know you're watching Bad Bunny and who's the other one that was with the yellow braids? What was the thing? Who's the one that but she's goth and people were Billie Eilish.
Oh,
If you're subscribed to people that you'll never meet, you should definitely subscribe to Good Morning Aurora. You can meet us. You can hang.
there's opportunities.
Right.
We'll have meet and greets all over the place.
Exactly. So please go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. So what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, and leave a comment.
Yeah,
That
leave a
helps.
comment, hit the
Subscribe.
like button.
And you know what? If you don't like the show, let us know.
Right.
I mean, like, I'll toss that out there, right?
You know?
You know?
Of course, yeah, exactly. Let us
Uh,
know what you want to see. You know, we got the email, goodmorningaurora@gmail.com.
And I know you mentioned Spotify, but I know you're also on Apple. So for
We're all
the 6 people on Apple,
Man, we are
phones.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Apple, iTunes, Radio Public. I mean, we are, you know, we're there
wherever you
and we're
get your
growing.
favorite podcast.
Yep. Oprah. Okay. Now, Anna tells us that she thinks that they should provide mental health programs. I definitely agree, Anna. I definitely agree. I think that anything should be done to raise the quality of life and the standard of living for those people who are struggling with addiction, especially since services have just gotten better with time and technology.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing too. I feel like we are obligated to update the software of American life.
I was thinking of, when you're talking about the different services and instead of like the deferment programs, I remember back in the day, because my granddad was a police officer, and he would talk about how there would be times where they would, if you maybe drank too much and they picked you up on the side of the road or whatever, they just bring you to the cell, kind of dry you out, and then kind of let you go. I know it's not quite the same, but I mean that was a little bit more. They would give a little bit of grace. I mean, it was a little bit old school. They were like,
right,
we're gonna keep your number. If you do this again, But I mean, it's nice to see that now they have a whole program, and I think they kind of did that grace because they didn't have programs, that kind of stuff.
Right. All right. The time is 8:23. Okay, so the link to the Kane County Diversion Program is in the chat for you guys. Please read that at your leisure. Let us know what you think about that. All right, Norman Peterson, good morning to you as well. Good morning, everybody. So the next thing that we're going to talk about here, and this is actually the topic of the day, you guys. I want to know, well, first of all, I'd like to crowdsource maybe a better name for what I'm going to describe to you guys, but I won't let that stop us from a good story. Aurora's looking at contracts to develop a skinny park in downtown Aurora. Aurora City Council Committee this week has recommended a contract for development of what is known as the Skinny Park downtown. The proposed $261,032 contract would be with Simplify Landscaping Incorporated of Yorkville. It would cover building a concrete walkway with a brick inlay to match other walkways downtown, patio areas also with brick pavers, a water feature, places for art on 2 building walls of either side of the park, and some of the artwork itself. It would also include permanent ping pong or bags game paraphernalia, according to Jason Bauer, Assistant Public Works Director. Quote, "We hope it would be a place people come to and hang out," end quote. There's also a request for queries out on the artworks for the north and south walls and some, quote, sprucing up, end quote, of the walls themselves, according to Mr. Bauer. The contract with Simplify is for what city officials consider the first phase of the park development. The second phase will be done in conjunction with the Economic Development Office at the city, possibly with a restaurant or other businesses that could occupy one of the buildings next to the park. Now, if you are unfamiliar with what building we're talking about and where this is located, so you know where Gary Brown Art is?
Yep.
Okay, it's that miscellaneous path in between Gary Brown Art, that side of that La Roca, the old La Roca that used to be there, that walkway that goes back to, it literally spits you out right in front of Riverfront Playhouse.
Okay.
That's the area that we're talking about. Let us know what you guys think about that in the chat. The time is 8:26 a.m. But for the moment, Bob, what do you think?
I mean, I like anytime we can beautify. Gotta come up with a better name because I'm a fat guy. I feel like
Skinny Park is I mean, that's the most.
We go to like only a guy like you can go because you're skinny.
Right.
Like but I think that's. I mean, it's clever. It's and I like the idea. I think it's a good idea. And the only thing I would say is I would like to see more local leaders, not the local leaders, but maybe a few businesses get together more and say, okay, we'll put in, so we're not using taxpayer money as. I mean, I know that's going to be like a bone of contention, but maybe maybe we could pass a hat around.
What businesses, for example?
Well, you got. I mean,
because all you got on the strip right now, from the corner of Galena, so brought from Galena till Downer. All you got on that strip is the College Line and Gary Brown Art on that side of the street.
So they're the ones that are donating. No, I'm just
right?
kidding. No, but no,
excuse me, in the venue, because Mundy
venue.
Park is in between venue and.
Yeah, I mean it could be. Maybe a few businesses kind of because I know they have a downtown or at the downtown association. So
Well, there's Aurora downtown.
Yeah, Aurora downtown. Maybe they could toss in a few dollars. Because again, anything that's helping that area, it all benefits, right? You know, be like, oh, there's this cute little park. Let's go down here, and we might go over to what's that pub down the Broadway?
Oh, Tavern.
Yeah. So so anything, any kind of little destination.
So the link to this article is in the chat. Now, please, people, if you're listening, give us a better name. What is a better name for the name of this park as opposed to Skinny Park? Put that in the chat. The time is now 8:28 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. We are here with owner-operator of Windy City Game Theater, Mr. Bob Lockwood.
Thank you. I think, what if we named it after some of the
Like who? Well, give us an example.
Like I'm gonna say a name and who people might hate on. But like Mayor Wise or former Mayor Wise. Or
isn't there already a Wise in the park?
I don't know.
Okay.
So that's why I can't think of any people off the top of my head. I mean, I'm just tossing an idea out there.
I mean,
so you have a little history element.
Yeah, I think anything but other than Skinny Park.
You could even call it Broadway Park.
Oh, I like that.
I mean, because
I like
Broadway,
that.
Right?
I like that. Broadway Park. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All
right, let us know what you guys think about that. The time is 8:29 a.m. Broadway Park is a good name. You can give us some more. As we keep going, let's do more local news for all of you great, awesome people. Okay, do not forget Age Guide, Northeastern Illinois. Age Guide is hosting the Senior Lifestyle Expo. This is the largest annual expo in the Midwest for older adults. This year, the event will be virtual. Come join for 2 days of educational sessions, memory cafes, entertainment, exhibitors, and more, all from the comfort of your own home. The event will take place August 17th and 18th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Attendance is free, but registration is required. There is a link to register, and I'm going to put that in the chat for all of you wonderful, great, cool people. All right. Also, Back to School Block Jam. That's coming soon as well. That'll be Saturday, August 14th from 4 to 8 p.m. Now, this is something that, listen to this great lineup that they got here. And shouts out to Aurora downtown because they do some good stuff.
They do.
An afternoon, excuse me. Oh, yeah, hold on. Cheers it up. You got to be drinking it at home. We'll wait another 5 seconds for you to take a sip. Okay. It will be an afternoon of fun, entertainment, and free community resources. Local organizations are welcome to promote events, classes, workshops, and other activities that focus on education and resources for Aurora residents. The event is for all ages and will include food vendors, a DJ, family-friendly activities. This will be a great time for everyone. Spread the word and come on out for some local fun. Local organizations will be set up with resources for all ages. Now, here's the cool part.
It sounded cool already.
Oh, it did. You know what? It did sound cool.
The cool just
that wasn't cool?
Yeah.
Now, here's the organizations. Organizations include the Alive Teen Center, Addie Rubio, Casey Chitwood, What Up? AID, YWCA, Talented 10 Social Services, Wesley Preschool, The Neighbor Project,
I know somebody over there.
City of Aurora Youth Services, Aurora Regional Fire Museum, Tracy Duran, What Up? District 129, Wabanzi Community College, and more. Visiting food vendors will include Strawberries Barbecue.
They were on the show.
Yep, Home Run Hot Dogs and Lemonade, Altiro Latin Fusion, and Charlie's Creamery will be open for business. Shouts out to a whole lot of wonderful businesses doing this great thing. All right, time's 8:32. What do you think? Are you going to be there?
I'm not on the docket to be there. I'm not sure.
Don't you typically go out to stuff like this?
I do, but that's on Saturday, the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
I think good.
Oh,
So, because we do a lot of work.
okay.
So,
Now, for those who didn't tune in yesterday, why don't you tell us about your business? Windy City Game Theater. What's that about?
well, it's a mobile game theater. So if you like to play Xbox, PlayStations, Nintendo Switch, all those kind of fun games, that is what we do, and it's a lot of fun. And we usually do birthday parties and different events.
Okay.
So
You got all the video games.
yes,
Y'all got Call of Duty?
we do. We have Black Ops 4.
Uh-oh.
We've got what's the other one? The one I like the most is Advanced Warfare.
What? Advanced Warfare? That's the name of it?
Modern Warfare, Advanced Warfare.
Okay.
I feel like it's like the Department of the Redundancy Department, so it's
Yeah.
very governmental, right? But that's actually one of my favorites. In that kind of,
Yeah.
of course, there's World War II, a bunch of them.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a little bit of breaking news. Something that one of our listeners shared with us. Our dear friend and local historian Tracy Duran has just shared a key piece of information with us. We were talking about what is proposed to be the Skinny Park that's coming up here very soon.
Okay.
Yes, Tracy Duran, that's the area with the Woolworth Fire Memorial. From what she'd heard in the venue, you could still see the fire marks from the Woolworth Fire. They should name it after the firefighters who lost their lives there.
Oh,
that's a good, because there is a plaque actually
Yeah.
over there. Also, Tracy says that she will be in charge of the Aurora Regional Fire Museum on August 28th. Basically greeting folks. If you stop by, you can see her there with her daughter who plans on being the tour guide. Shouts out to our friends of the Aurora Regional Fire Museum. They do a whole lot of good stuff. All right, the time is 8:34 a.m. and we are up in this thing. Let's how are you viewers and listeners at home? I hope that you're okay.
Yeah.
Let's toast it up to you out there at home. So we're doing something new with the Great American Morning Show. We aim to be blue-collar local news for you guys and all of you Aurorans out there. So thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Spotify, please. Every subscription helps us grow. All right. So before we get on with what we were talking about, I think I asked you yesterday on this show something that the world needs more of. I'd like to ask you, what does the small business community in Aurora need more of?
Oh boy, that's a good question. I think the small business community. I think the business community in general just kind of needs more. Again, coming together, bringing people together, and bringing more unity in a sense. And I think we do a pretty good job, but we can kick it up a notch.
Right.
There's a group that I'm part of, you're part of, Aurora Business United.
Yep.
Yeah, and that that's what I love, and I like to see more of groups that are like coming together. Not because of race, gender, creed. It's our commonality is our businesses.
Right.
Those are neutral zones, and they're coming together. Aurora Business United is unique because it's government entities, non-for-profits, and businesses. Those three really work together, and I think that's very unique because not groups out there that do kind of stuff like that.
Everybody, most of the time they're in their own silo, right?
Yeah.
We only are the nonprofit. If you're not a nonprofit, we got no relation with you, kind of thing. If you're not a government entity, this is the Office of Government Entity Business,
right?
It's not the office of both of us, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, there's so much. I mean, And it's so easy because we've all been, I mean, in our own little silos, and you get so close to the whatever it is, and you're looking at it, you can't really see sometimes the big picture. Entrepreneurs are supposed to be not just operators, but they're supposed to be more big picture and try to lead their people.
Right.
But sometimes the vision gets lost because they're focused on doing. I got to get accounting done. I got to get these orders out, and
Right.
I mean, even myself, I run the game theater, and during those 2 hours or 3 hours when I'm in a party, I'm doing nothing else but running a party.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
And nothing else is more important.
Right.
But you start to forget, or you start not realizing some of the things.
No, yeah, you do, and that's the give and take. That is, so that's what's required, but that's also where one in a business should be able to grow and see, okay, I've been doing this for X amount of time. Perhaps it would be good to get somebody to help do this. It's sometimes it's hard to see where that moment is, like where it should be, like a task that's delegated, but sometimes good help's hard to find. Like I when I'm on the show, like when I'm doing the show or interviewing somebody, right? Like I am dedicated to the subject,
right,
only. So I don't have time to test a new microphone, or I don't have time to post that video. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And it's tough.
I mean, listen, if this was easy,
everybody would do it.
I mean, like, right? I know it's cliche. Everybody says, "Oh gosh," but it's true, right? This is not an easy task, and everybody's like, and I said this yesterday. Everybody wants to be the boss, the owner,
right?
But you have to start at doing the crummy jobs. You have to work your way up, and I mean, I'm 43 years old. I know I look like 184, but I'm realizing now, like, there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. I can know stuff, but how to apply that changes the dynamic.
Right. Good point.
So,
that's a good point.
And I understand now, like, what business owners go through, because a lot of people don't realize that. People just think, oh, it must be so.
Right.
That's one of the things I will tell you. My pet peeve must be nice.
Right.
It's amazing. I put in 80 plus hours a week. I miss out vacations. I do this and that, whatever. Oh yeah, it's amazing to do that kind of stuff. That's why I work and get whatever. That's always.
No, yeah. I had a guy. It was a little bit. It was about the show, actually. He said it was. I saw it as a slight later, but he said something along the lines of like, we're talking. Something along. He's like, or we could just have Curtis's job, just talk to people, and that's it. It's like, that's it. Like,
well, I mean, but right. I mean, that's. I mean,
like, I think it's that simple.
Right. I mean, like, people just think, oh, you just walk up with a microphone and be like,
right.
Like, but and we've had this conversation a little bit. And longtime fans of the show remember, you started in your bathroom,
right? But there's
you worked your way up.
And there's a journalistic process though, which takes precedent over anything.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, like not saying the name of a person currently under investigation. Like you just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like even though it's printed, but like there is, right? You got to have you can't just do things because you can.
Yeah, that's true.
Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it.
Yeah, I mean it's I guess that's true. I mean, I don't know the whole.
Right.
I don't know all.
That's just just an example.
But that's stuff you learn, and that's the. I guess that's the case point of that's wisdom versus knowledge.
Right.
Knowledge is like, I have the guy's name. You know what? Yeah, it's so and so whatever. And let's go get him, right? And versus, you know what? I'm going to be a little classy. Doesn't happen often. No, right? Right? I mean, like that's kind of the difference. And so
this show's pretty much always classy.
It is.
All right. Norma Peterson says, "Well said, Bob." I like that. Oh, hit my man. Shouts out. All right. So Casildo actually brings up a great point, and I'm glad you shared it with us, sir. Casildo says, he would like to see more support / exposure to existing small businesses in Aurora from the city. You see more of that towards new businesses mostly.
So, I mean, again, I don't work for the city, but again, this is the wisdom and knowledge from what I've understood, right? I there's a couple things I'd like to see, kind of little thoughts, because it's such an ambiguous term. I'd like to see more support. What does that look like? But also, the biggest thing is to try to attract those businesses. I heard this phrase and I really like it. You hang around successful people or people that are hungry and motivated and want to be successful, your odds are you're going to be kind of successful.
Absolutely.
You hang around guys and gals.
Your odds of being successful are greatly increased.
Right. You hang around people that are, slinging drugs, drinking all the time, whatever, might not be super successful. And, so that's the thing. And I think that's why the city tries to attract as much as they can, and then they can say, "Oh, well,
Well, I think to his point, here's the thing that I think Casey, not to put words in your mouth, sir, but I think that he doesn't see support from the city like for the entrepreneur, the startup, the mom and pop level. I don't think the city does a bad job supporting businesses, but I think to his point, unless it's a ribbon cutting, right? Yeah, which is just promotion with a capital P.
Yeah.
For the city and for the business as well. Unless it's that, yeah, the city doesn't really, not a knock, but it doesn't really, it's not in the trenches of the small business. I think the city, the city's kind of like a motivating goal, right? You get your shit worked. Oh. My bad. We don't got the bleep button. My bad. This is a family show. We don't do that very often here. The city's like a motivating goal. Like you get squared away.
Yeah.
You get a license. You get maybe your brick and mortar or not. And when you've got to that level, then they'll holler and support you, because the mayor is just at the mall. There's a whole bunch. Some kids opened up a shoe store in the mall. There is I'm seeing businesses that are supported that are new.
Yeah,
but it's not dyed in the paint blue collarism.
Sure.
And that's what Good Morning Aurora tries to do.
Right, absolutely.
Because we were once that business.
Yeah.
We were once
kind of still are,
well,
right?
Yeah. But even going back to the escape room days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't have we were right by the mall in a lucrative corridor known as the Fox Valley Corridor on 59. So it's where was the love?
I not to put words in anybody's mouth, and again, I don't know this full city strategy, obviously,
sure,
right?
Yeah.
But I don't know what what their kind of their goals are, and what support does a small business need. I know what they need. Phrase that, but what can a city do? Because, like I said, it's kind of an ambiguous term, So it's kind of and that's why and that's why I like Aurora Business United, because you network with other people, specifically maybe some city officials, and say, hey, this is Joe Podunk, whatever,
right?
And he's trying to get this variance. How does he get that? And so there are organizations. It's I kind of liken it to life is like a video game. It takes time to unlock levels.
No, it does. It does. But also though, to Casildo and to those listening though too, you have to know that forget not even Aurora, right?
Yeah.
Can a city do better promoting small businesses in it? Yes.
Sure.
They can always do better. Now, at the same time though, viewers and listeners and Aurorans, we have to be cognizant of the fact that there are vehicles in the city that help, like Invest Aurora.
Yeah.
So there is infrastructure here to help you. I meet people all the time, or you watch, I always bring up the city council meetings, right? People are always talking smack. because about something that they don't even know, right? They're
Right.
mad at their alderman for something only a senator can fix. They're mad at,
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like
I'm not going to vote for Irvin. The people in my street speed all the time. Well, that's an alderman problem.
Right.
That's not like
yeah. Toss out some bouncy balls when they're. No, I'm kidding. No, don't do that.
Yeah,
no,
don't-
no, I'm kidding. But yeah,
You see that? Now that's a journalistic integrity. You can't tell people to do that on the show.
You're right. I can't. You're right.
What
I'm
you
not a
just
journalist.
said,
Don't do that.
don't do that.
Don't do that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right. Now we've been ranting for a while. I apologize to our listeners for the rant. The time is now 8:47 a.m. Holy cow. Okay. Well, tonight is a very important night out there for all of you fellow Aurorans. Tonight is a night that a lot of people have been clamoring for. That's not the word of the day, but we'll use it for right now. People have been clamoring for what is National Night Out. That's tonight.
Yeah.
The information per ward is on the city's website. I'll dig that link up and put that out there to you guys. The time is now 8:48 a.m. Oh, actually, Tracy Durant put the link in the chat for us. Thank you, Tracy. Don't forget,
Awesome.
tonight is National Night Out. Neighbors all over Aurora are coming together for the first time in 2 years to celebrate National Night Out this day. National Night Out culminates annually on the first Tuesday in August in an effort to enhance the relationship between neighbors, public officials, and city officials while focusing on strengthening a true sense of community. Aurora's National Night Out events are held in various neighborhoods throughout each of the city's 10 wards. Each celebration encourages residents to come outside and spend the evening getting to know their neighbors, community partners, public safety, elected, and city officials. That's good stuff. Jennifer Ryan Mayton, good morning to you as well. The time is 8:49.
I think that's a great program, and that's been going on for years, and it's a way to meet officers and firefighters and that kind of.
Where will you be?
So.
Oh, it's live radio.
Trick bag. Thank you. So, yesterday we talked about I was going to be at King County or whatever. We had an error in our schedule, so we will be in Chicago.
That's right.
We will be in Chicago.
You will be on the way north side of Chicago.
Yep.
In an area around Norwood Park.
Yeah. So it's national, so it's all across the United States.
Cool. What will you guys be doing in your wards? Let us know in the chat. What ward are you in? Ward 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let us know in the chat. The time is now 8:50 a.m. So we got a couple more news items, and then we will wrap it up for the day. A couple more things I have to tell you guys about because I'm happy. Our friends of the Fox Valley United Way, don't forget they're having their very first Halloween Hustle 5K and 1 mile fun walk.
Nice.
This is a great fundraising event, funds of which will benefit programs for our children. The date will be October 17th, 9 a.m. at Phillips Park here in Aurora. Sponsorships are available and registration is required still. I will get the link and put that in the chat for you guys. Also, want to let you guys know that the Kane County Democratic Women, they've got something special coming up too. And I have to say, not many things make a brother jealous, but I saw this and I was like, so join the Kane County Democratic Women as they sail aboard the Blue Wave Cruise. This is going to be August 21st at Potawatomi Park in St. Charles, 8 North Avenue, right downtown. Well, it's not like downtown, but the river runs through it, so it's kind of down there. The boat cruise includes a catered meal, wine, beer, and water, and the boat leaves promptly at 6:30 p.m. Boarding starts at 6 p.m. Boy, how I would love to be on that boat. You ever been on a boat?
I have. I've been on cruises. That's
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah. I've been on a cruise for my honeymoon, 180.
Oh, nice.
You know, yeah,
Cruise
so-
for the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
where'd you guys go?
We went to like
We
all
like good love stories like
Yeah,
this.
Exactly. We went to all the different islands and stuff. I remember we went to Cozumel. Cozumel. It was the Princess Cruise. It was like the original Love Boat. That's if you remember the Love Boat show.
TV show, yeah, I
TV
remember
program.
that.
Princess Cruise was the cruise liner that was
Really?
the Love Boat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that was their stick because they're on the Love.
Ah.
So yeah, that was the whole thing. So I'll tell you a quick funny story though. If you're ever on a cruise, do not use the telephone because it's $10 a minute.
I bet.
And I didn't know this.
Right.
I had lost my luggage.
Oh.
And I was calling a 1-800 number
Oh.
and spent all of our money
Oh.
that I saved
you
to
racked
like
it
do,
up.
it was like $800. And I was like newly married and I just burned all this money on
Wife's like, this
doggone-
man is broke.
yeah on phone calls to track down my luggage. So yeah, so don't use the telephone. That's my. So we did a lot of excursions that were free. Turtle farms, going to the bazaar, whatever, you know. Yeah, that was.
Oh man.
You know, it was a sickening feeling because I was like, oh, we checked on at the concierge desk. Oh, how much have I spent? I should have spent like maybe $75. And like, oh no, sir, you spent close to $800.
Damn.
Like, what?
That is salty.
Yeah, I was
Sorry
like,
to hear that.
yeah. So, but that was still a good time.
Okay. All right, so that is we got you age guide. Age guide is in the chat as well. A couple more things. I had some more quick news things, you guys. Bear with me real quick. Oh, that's right. Our state representatives, Barbara Hernandez of the 83rd District, Keith Wheeler of the 50th District, and Stephanie Kifwood of the 84th District are partnering with the Kane Senior Council. There are still dates left. One last date, actually, or excuse me, two. Kane Council is partnering with St. Athanasius Greek Orthodox Church to provide free frozen meals to seniors once a month from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on prescribed Mondays. St. Athanasius is located at 1855 5th Avenue in Aurora. Final event dates, Monday, August 16th and Monday, September 13th. Those are the last days. If you are a senior or if you know of any seniors who can benefit from this, please be sure that they find out about this great event. We've posted this. We will post it again before the 16th so that you Facebook fans out there can definitely check it out.
That's what the church and see, that's the partnerships is coming together.
Word up. Word up. All right, it's 8:55 a.m. Thank you, Ben. Ben said, nice shirt. That's how we roll, man.
Yeah. Can they get that? Can they buy it?
They can't. Nice alley-oop, though. I like that.
So tell us, where can they get those?
Good Morning Aurora shirts are available at Cottonseed Creative Exchange, located at 8 North Broadway. Ben, yours is at my house. Whenever you're going to come by the studio and grab it, I will meet you with it. 8 North Broadway, located right downtown, 2 doors over from the Tavern on Broadway, located at 24 North Broadway.
Any
shouts
other
out.
Any other swag or anything else that they can buy?
No, but at Treadwell, you can become a member of the Mug Club.
Show us your mug. Look at that. Hey.
So the Mug Club is actually a fantastic idea. For the price is $35, you get an entire month coffee for free with that mug.
Free is my favorite.
Specialty drinks would be an upcharge, but with that mug, you get free coffee. So that's the best deal in town. Man, not since ham was 10 cents a pound. Can you get a deal like that?
And is that $35 a month or a year?
No, that's just a flat fee.
Flat fee.
Flat fee.
See, that's times real fast.
Right.
So $35.
$35.
Free coffee for a month.
Free coffee. Keep the mug. Bring it in when you get free coffee. Shouts out. All right, the time is 8:57 a.m. Norma, I got your mug. Norma is a patron. Our Patreon subscribers get the mug for free. So this mug is being picked up, and I actually got to text him back right now. Hold on. Let's do a live one on the air with
Live
Philip
text.
Millies. Live text on the air. Watch this. Hey, Phil, you're on the air. Come and get your mug. Your mug is sitting here. Awesome. All right. So Norma, you have a mug coming. You can come to the studio and pick it up since you're one of our Patreon subscribers. And James Cardis of Enjoy Aurora is the other recipient. His mug is here as well. All right. So it's 8:57 a.m. Last words before we get out of here. What do you got to say?
Just go be good. Be good, be positive. Be a positive light. It's not easy sometimes in this world, and be positive. Just be a good person.
The world is ugly enough. We don't have to do anything else to make it any worse.
I like that.
All right. So as always, you guys, we hope that you guys have a fantastic day.
Yep.
We hope that you guys have a blessed, positive, and a motivated day. It's Tuesday. Don't forget it's National Night Out. Get out there, get to know your neighbors, have a good time, chill on the driveway, bring the lawn chairs out, have a good time. We appreciate Bob's support coming on down here for another part 2 episode, and I think we'll have him back here again, and you guys will get a chance to see Bob, Windy City Game Theater, Cotton Seed Creative Exchange. Thank you to all of our fans, Jennifer Ryan Mayton, Dan Barrero, Jen Ingram, Anna Sierra. It's too many of y'all. Norma Peterson, Dan, Greg Ellsbury, all of you guys. We really hope that you guys have a great day. Take care of yourself and each other.